All right, we got this Plaqueboymax album is not
What's
good.
poppin', y'all? Plaqueboymax, who has
By Hello
been the
Yassine.
premier streamer, the breakout streamer of the year when it comes to 2025
Facts,
and
he has
later
been
end of
like the breakout
2024, he
streamer.
just dropped his debut album.
He
So
dropped
for
the
those, it's
album.
called Five Forever. 5 Star is his crew, what he calls his fans.
It's probably gonna be some underground sounding shit. And if it is some underground sounding shit, then it's probably trash. Cause all that underground shit is trash. All them Con Summers, all them Destroy Lonelies, Cardi, them niggas is trash. Old Cardi
the
was tough,
brand
but
that he
new
reps,
Cardi
and
garbage.
I think
I
the
don't care
cover
what
is
nobody
dope.
say.
Off rip, he's got the 5 star with the
Yeah,
New
the cover
Jersey
is hard
Nets
though. The cover's hard,
jersey.
and the
Which
tats are hard
was he
too.
even?
Pause.
How old was he
No, I don't
when
gotta
the
pause
New Jersey
that.
Nets turned into
I ain't gotta
the
pause that.
Brooklyn Nets? Because Jay-Z was one of the people that came into the Brooklyn Nets, and that was
Don't nobody
knows.
care.
It was Quavo that leaked this.
Don't nobody
He was like, "Yo,
care.
we on top." Why don't they just do these music streams in a sign to a label just to get a lot more of these collabs easier? And shout out to them because they listened when I was like, yo, why don't they just do these music streams in a studio so that people could smoke as opposed to the Airbnb? And it looks
Facts.
like he started doing that. So maybe I wasn't tripping in making that suggestion, and it wasn't something that they had tried before. One thing though is that Plaqueboymax had been seen more as
They be
a
listening to
curator
you, bro.
and
They
engineer
be
to
watching
a
and
degree,
listening,
not
bro.
like engineering proficiency, but he was handling the engineering of these songs. And I'm gonna first review rapping. And I listened to this album twice. I actually took notes on this, and this is
took notes
more
on the
than
album?
I've done for any other album that's dropped this year. For even
Damn,
artists
he's
that
like
I
really
like, I'll
passionate and
listen to it
committed
on
to be
my
taking
own.
notes
I'm
on
not
the
taking
album.
no damn notes. Maybe if it's an artist that I kind of mess with, I'll listen to it once, and then I most likely won't
Bro, even sitting down listening to an album more than once is like passion, super passion and dedication.
really talk about it after that. Because for this, it's his debut album. The guy's a streamer too. He also said that he wanted to not take a break, but he said he wanted to fall back on making his own music on stream to focus. And he just felt like there was a lot of pressure on him on stream. So I wanted to give him a completely fair shake instead of just going in there off the first listen and dismissing it, which might have happened off the first listen. So I'm going to go track by track. Now, off rip, the first song, Yacht, this song is absolute trash.
Damn.
My first thought was, what the hell is this? If this
Damn,
album
it's
is gonna
that
be like
bad?
this, oh, I might not make it to the third or fourth song. And I had already committed.
Damn.
This song, garbage. The beat, whatever the hell he did
It's
to
probably
his
underground.
vocals,
Yep.
all that mashed together, it's like one
It's the
big
underground shit. I'm already
dookie
knowing.
sandwich. And it's the first song too. Usually that's the one where you want to establish to a listener that's never heard of his music before, especially him rapping. Many people have seen him and seen what he's done with music, but they haven't really heard him rap. Maybe they heard Pink Dreads. So this,
I
oh
still
my
never heard
goodness,
Pink
what a
Dreads.
terrible first impression. But I
Damn, he
sat
said
down
the intro
and
track was
I continued to
trash.
soldier through for you guys. The second song, Lay Flat, I don't think the concept was bad. You know, lay flats, first class. A lot of rapping and writing in general is just saying a bunch of different things, saying the same things in a bunch of different ways. And that's where creativity comes from. I think a lot of creativity comes from constrictions as opposed to like, yo, there are so many other things to talk about. Not really. There aren't that many things to talk about in life in general. However, you could say many different things in different ways. So I thought the concept wasn't that bad, but the song is trash. Now the writing
said the
wasn't
song is
terrible.
trash,
now,
bro.
Plaqueboymax, we're not going to say his writing ever impressed me to any degree, but I can understand where it's like, okay, the writing
this
here
dude.
is not too bad.
This dude
But the
going
delivery
crazy.
is just like off on this song. It doesn't come across well. The melody and the flow just sucks. So we're not off to a great start.
I'm gonna do a review of this.
Number 3
My
was
first
Tank
album
Davis,
review.
and
Tank Davis,
I was just like in my notes.
can you call Tank a goat? I don't think you can call Tank a goat. He's definitely a goat, but is he a goat? I don't know. Is he?
WTF is this? It's just a mess.
Definitely a
That's what
knockout
the song
artist,
felt
though.
like, a complete mess. At this point, I'm like, yo, this is only 13 songs. Let's see if we can soldier through. The song 7. Was the first song that was actually decent. You know, like I raised my eyebrows, like okay, like the not bad face.
Okay, 7. Okay.
And the flow fits well with him, and the beat. So I thought the song was okay. I actually liked this song. And then after that, it's Swag 2. So this song, Swag 2, it wasn't trash like the first 2 songs, but it was just forgettable. I feel like the delivery and the vocals were supposed to be like a little bit spacey, considering the way that the beat feels. But it just sounds like something old Uzi would mess with. And if old
Old
Uzi was
Uzi was
messing
tough.
with this, it wouldn't sound like this. How
Oh.
the song ended up coming out.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because Uzi's a GOAT.
Not a fan of it. Now, Rockstar, that's just whack. This isn't even music. It just sounds like noise put together. So I did not mess with that song. Now,
See, that's that underground shit, nigga. It's not music. It's just a bunch of beats, mad rage beats put together with niggas making weird vocals on it and shit. It's all just weird music.
This is the hardest beat thus far that also
Dave.
matches his style. The delivery on here was on
Motherfucking
point by
Dave.
Plaqueboymax. And I think this is one of those songs. This is the first song where I'm like, okay. Or maybe the second song because I liked 7. But this was the first song where I said, okay, he's showing me what he's capable of making. But then, after 38 seconds, specifically, I was like, wait, what the hell is he doing with this switch up on flow? And his rap as well. It just got worse at that point. After 38 seconds, but then it picked up later. So I don't know if this song was supposed to be shorter or what. And this is a recurring theme that we're going to see throughout this project. But we saw some glimpses of like, okay, I see what you're doing, and then it's just taken away. Track 8, Yacht 2. This is Dookie Garbage. And this
Dookie
song,
Garbage.
If I was a Plaqueboymax hater, and I was like, I'm going to make sure that everybody that's heard of this guy but hasn't heard of his music, they never listen to it again. This is the song. This is the first song that I would show them.
Damn.
This song perfectly encapsulates
How bad are
Plaqueboymax.
these songs, man?
I'd send that to them.
They can't be that bad.
Or that's how bad I think it is. Track 9, Paid For. This is a smooth beat. And the background vocals, whoever's wooing
Bro,
the
it's only a
background sounds
minute
like
and 58
Plaqueboymax,
seconds, bro.
But it's, man.
Come on,
it's
bro.
Flows smooth on this. He flows smooth on this. I would say it's like the third good song on here. Maybe second good song if we're talking about like at this point. But the second half, after 1 minute, it feels like the song was supposed to end. It just gets worse after that mark with his last verse. And this is clear Drake influence, but there's nothing wrong with that. The guy's clearly listened to a lot of different music. He's taken input from a lot of different artists, and he's trying a lot of things here. Pink Moscato, track 10. This is a solid song, but it feels like it's another one of those songs that was supposed to end at 1 minute. It just gets worse with the second verse. And I don't know why he's extending these songs past 1 minute. Maybe because some of these songs were snippets. I don't know. Were these songs snippets? Plaqueboymax stands, fans, 5-star guys are going to have to let me know if that's the case. If you just release a song the same length of the snippet, maybe people are disappointed. Because I know for Spotify, the minimum is 30 seconds. I don't know if it's a minute now. But you don't need a song to be 90 seconds. Now, granted, you should be able to make a song that's 90 seconds. But this song just gets worse after the 1 minute
Bro, a
mark.
90-second song, dog. Come on, bro.
I don't know if he's coming back to these songs later to
That ain't
finish
passion,
them or
bro.
what, but that's what it
90-second
feels
songs.
like.
That's not
it feels
real
like he laid
passion.
it down and he
La
had like he
passion.
was kind of in this flow state, and then he just leaves it and
If
he
you know,
comes
you
back
know.
and it just picks
Or,
up and
I'm
it
looking
feels
at the wrong
choppy.
one.
Like,
If you know, you know.
it's hard to describe. Now 11, SOS. This song just sucks. I get he's experimenting here. The writing, like I said, isn't bad. There aren't any bars where I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Now, there aren't any bars that impress me either. But it's like, okay, I get it. And the thing is, like, he's trying. It's like a
Man, I
little
keep
bit
getting
of a
higher and
reflective
higher.
song, but he's just not delivering.
All right.
I'm not a fan of this song. Maybe like
East
more
Coast nigga.
underground, like newer guys,
Hey.
they mess with this, newer fans.
It's the
but
A$AP
this song
Rocky.
is just not good. And then track 13, Casper, which is the last song on the album. I like the opening to this song. The beat is nice. The concept of the song is okay. But after 35 seconds, it's like he just struggled to find some bars. Just like he tripped and fell and like caught his balance again. And he just stumbled and loses the flow a little. Like the melody after a minute just does not hit with his voice. I don't know if he needs vocal work or I would say if he
Probably
just
needs
kept
it all.
rapping
He's
the whole
making
time,
underground
he'd try to
music,
switch it
bro.
up in that song and
Them
try to
dude's
hit
vocals
that
is
at 1 minute.
fried.
Juice WRLD. That's somebody that made more like SoundCloud-ish music, if you want to call it that. But we heard the guy freestyle. The guy could clearly rap. He had the fundamentals down. Lucky is another guy who has a different style of music. Like you wouldn't call learned and harnessed the fundamentals. So, for instance, like XXXTentacion, right? Like the music that he was making, he showed like, yo, I can actually rap. I learned how to traditionally rap first. And I don't know if it was on No Jumper where he just busted into a freestyle. Juice World. That's somebody that made more like SoundCloud-ish music, if you want to call it
And
that.
he can really
But
rap.
we heard the guy freestyle. The guy could. You've got the fundamentals of skateboarding. Like everyone learns the trick the same. However, it's expressed differently the better someone gets. So the more experience someone gets, like you see top fighters, and they fight differently. You're like, yo, why does this guy keep his hands down more? Or like, why is there different styles for elite fighters that have been champions? It's because that's how they express the style. But they all learned the same fundamentals. And in
Yeah,
rap,
bro.
like, no
All
matter
right.
how you
In conclusion, the Plaqueboymax album is Dookie Buns. I'm out.